Yes, pleasant afternoon, viewers and subscribers. Today, you have myself, Neil, and my learned brother, Cornell, and our platform and our forum is what you see is what you get. It's just reality. And our platform will replicate what we portray. Honesty, pure, and truth. Kyle, what you've got to add to that?
Well, we are on a platform here today where there's a lot of people out there who have lots of concerns in their life, and they don't know where to turn to. And the question is, you're not here alone. So today's topic is you're not here alone. When I say alone, there are many people that have families. There are many people that are in relationships. There are many people that have friendships, but they still feel alone in this world. The question is, you're not alone. There are many people like you, who think like you, who act like you, who talk like you, and they are very much wanting to meet you. So the question is now, the things in your life which are not going well and you wanted to put right, the question is, which direction do you go in order to put it right? Is it an aspect of yourself, or is it an aspect of other people with their behavior problems? Why things are happening the way they are, or the way things are currently in your life are the doing of other people, or are they of the doing of yourself? So where does the change need to take place? Does the change need to take place within yourself or around your circle? Whether it be your inner circle or your outer circle, you choose. So welcome to today for us to give a little shall we say, a little bit of dialogue on the subject matter. And for those who want to phone in, feel free to leave your comments, and we will certainly reply back to you in due course.
Yes. So, open the question. Where do we make the change? Where do we start from?
Well, I think to make that change, it needs a degree of openness,
Honesty.
and I think that people need to look within themselves, deep within themselves, the core part of themselves. And I think that there's a lot of people who are walking around as adults, and there is still that little child within them that needs to come out.
But just to comment on that bit,
Mm-hmm.
I do believe all of us as adults,
Yes,
we do have that little
inner child.
Who that enhances one way or the other. It positive or negative. We do not say.
Yes. I mean, that's a very valid point. I believe that there is that childlike within all of us,
Mm-hmm.
and it's how we channel it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we channel it for good
Mm-hmm.
or for bad,
Mm-hmm.
or to be positive
Mm-hmm.
or to be negative.
Mm-hmm.
You choose as an individual, because all of us have been given a God-given right to make a choice.
Or we should say, given the circumstances.
Yes.
Yeah,
that sounds way better.
where it comes out, because you can behave like a child as an adult.
Yes, absolutely.
Or you can replicate that inner childish, depending and who you're dealing with.
Absolutely.
You can be having just a fun time amongst your peers, or you have your own child that you have to go down to that level.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So
the question is now,
how do you navigate it?
or navigate it, or for a better word, overcome it.
Overcome. That's in the negative way. How do you
Overcome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I would think that the challenges that we have in life on a basic level or a wide level or exponentially, big level, I think that individuals need to be open and honest and raise their hand and say, I need help. I need help. Because I think that somewhere along the line, there comes a time where they have to say to themselves, I can't do this on my own.
Okay.
And I need some interaction, or I need some advice, or I need something from somewhere, someone, somewhere, to help me facilitate the next level in my life.
You know what? That's an interesting statement you make there. And me personally, as a trained life coach, I support that 100%. That's the time where but what I'll say to you, being in the situation, for some people, it's very difficult to realize that they need help. Sometimes it's the other person or a friend have to point that out to that individual, say, look, you need help. And when you approach somebody like me as a life coach and you're willing to make that change, then you can make that change. But the start will be, how do that person identified that they need help within themselves? Because it's difficult for some people to identify. Would you not say?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that, because it's a very good question. It's a very good question. I think in order to move to that next level in your life, you have to look within yourself and look within your circumstance and be honest with yourself about what has happened, how it's happened, right, and what you can do now with the information that's been allotted to you, what you can now do to change that situation or change that circumstance, to evolve and become a better person or bring resolution to the situation. So, depending on what it may be, you have to address it responsibly, and you have to address it with a sense of accountability of, where do I go from here going forward? Responsibility and accountability.
Yeah. But how do that person come to the realization and says, I need help? I can, for example, you always hear it on the media. Well, I'm not really a media prostitute, but sometimes they come with some good things. Yeah. I'm definitely not a media prostitute. Yeah,
That's quite a good analogy.
Yeah, that's it. If you never hear, this is original, me the prostitution. This is a me, you mark it down 10. This is this is original from us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've never heard it being termed in that.
Never.
I've never heard it termed in that way.
I originate that.
I certainly embrace it.
Yes. Thank you kindly. Yeah. But for example, they are always saying African descent man, they are afraid to go and get prostate checked because of the narrative of, you know what I mean?
Being examined.
Yeah, being examined in
such a way.
What's the word? Invasion. Yeah, something that word there.
They feel like they're being violated.
Yeah, you understand?
Being violated in some way.
So I use it as a reference to the person who have this problem, but they're scared. Yeah.
To
embrace it and to say, listen, I need help. I need a life coach. I need a life coach. Yeah. I'm not going to say a psychologist or a counselor. I'm going to say a life coach because I believe that's what it is.
Yeah.
So you need me. Yes.
Well, okay, for all you viewers out there, you heard it firsthand from Mr. Neil Isaacs, right? We have to be first open and honest and to say that you need help. Yeah? H-E-L-P.
Yes.
Yeah? Help. Right?
With a capital P.
Now, there's no shame in that word. Let me be very clear to all you viewers. There's no shame in saying, I need help. There are lots of people out there, men and women alike, boy, girl and child alike, who believe by asking for help it's a sense of weakness. Let me be very...
Excuse me. Can you emphasize on that, please?
Well, people believe that it is weak to say you need help. But I am here to tell you firsthand, there is no shame. We are here to tell you firsthand, there is no shame in saying that man, woman, boy, girl, or child, me need help. Yeah? Right?
Once again, we need help.
Yeah?
Carry on.
So, for all you viewers,
subscribers,
leave a comment in the description below because we are here as your family to help.
I will support that. While I am a life coach, this is my life, my brother here. We're not just here, like I says, we speak it as we see it.
Absolutely.
We've got a humble background. Nothing is emphasized to replicate what comes out of us.
Absolutely.
So when we speak, it is and it is.
From the heart.
From the heart, live and reality.
And direct.
And direct. So, moving on. If you need help, the number is there. You leave your questions and we'll definitely
come back to you.
In due course.
So, thank you very much for your time and your efforts and taking the time to listen to this podcast. And we shall see you on the next episode real soon. Take care and until we see each other again.